we going with no notes. We just rocking. Y'all done fucked around, let Bam score 83 on you pussy ass niggas shit. Man, I ain't even taking that shit serious, dog. Like, real talk, like, respect the Bam. Bam dating, like, one of the little fly chicks in the WNBA, Asia Wilson or some shit. But y'all got a score that would have been, like, double overtime in the 90s and the early 2000s. A nigga reached 150 in a regular game with no OT, that's niggas not playing defense. I'm not respecting that shit. Like, even Bam will tell you himself, like, that shit not respectable. I probably respect Devin Booker 60 over this Bam 83 shit. Like, that's my word. Now, like I said, the score 83, it take a combination of things. It take niggas not playing defense. It take shots that a nigga normally can't make, making it. It take the coach not take you out the game. But if you trying to tell me that Bam can score more points than KD in the game trying, then Steph Curry in the game trying, then Devin Booker in the game trying, then thinking of offensive weapons that just really do this shit, then your boy Joker trying, then Luka, I ain't gonna say Luka, cause Luka, he hit or miss. He take like wild stupid nigga shots. But on the ones I already mentioned, you you think them niggas couldn't have got 83? Come on, dog. The league is so super soft, dog. Niggas is not playing no defense. Niggas like, and the fans ain't the same fans no more. Like, the players didn't just get soft. The fans got softer. The fans ain't just like throwing shit on the court. I'm from like, motherfucker throw shit on the court. You bitches gonna be cleaning the whole court. You bitches gonna be playing like we playing in COVID with nobody in the stadium and fake audience sounds. Bitch, we throwing sodas and slushies on the court. Bitch, how the fuck Bam get 85, 84? Bitch, in that case, y'all nigga might well let a nigga get 100. Every nigga gotta go back to high school on some Happy Gilmore shit. Bitch, we demoting everybody. The whole Washington Wizards fan need to just go on strike. Bitch, y'all let Bam break Kobe fucking record. You let Bam score over 50 fucking points. All you niggas getting demoted. You nigga can't go to the G League. You can't go back to college like that nigga playing for the Baylor Bears and shit. Your ass gotta go back to high school, ninth grade, JV. Bitch, Happy Gilmore. Your ass gotta go take Earth Space Science again. Bitch, your ass gotta go take Algebra 1 again. Bitch, your ass gotta take American government, nigga. You gotta go back to high school if you let Bam score 80-something points, dog. We demoting you niggas back to high school. Go holler at your JV. Back, you niggas going back to AAU. Fuck that. You can't even go back to high school. You niggas, you probably perverts. You niggas got to go back to AAU basketball and work your way up before you can get into the league. You niggas is banned from the NBA. Everybody get fired. Fuck that shit. This is why niggas don't watch the NBA no more. I'm snapping about this shit. I mean this shit. What even does that mean, bitch? Exactly. You got me. I'm flabbergasted. I'm belligerent. I can't even speak. Bam scored 80-something points. I forgot how to speak English. I forgot how to think and pronunciate and even put my words together. This nigga fucking put an 80-point game together. The league is over with, nigga. That's like telling me that motherfucking Patrick Beverly could come out with 30 steals right now. Might as fucking well. Nigga, that's like telling me that fucking Joe Flacco can come and throw 10 touchdowns in the game. Nigga, like, what the fuck? What we doing, dog? What we doing with this sports shit? This shit is out of control, bro. You niggas ain't playing. Listen, and Stephen A. Smith out here talking about they need to shorten the NBA. You right, they need to shorten the NBA. 12 games a year. Let's just jump straight to the playoffs and then we don't want to see you niggas. If we watch college. We're not interested in seeing you niggas. Y'all niggas need to come out in a tournament. I can't even get the word out. Tournament form every fucking year. We not even interested in the regular season no more. Let's be honest about this shit. We want to see who gonna win the championship every year. So we gonna give you niggas some playing games. Maybe we play 20 games a year and we play into the shit and then we can figure out the rest. Bitch, this is why streaming is up right now. Niggas would rather watch fake NBA and what the computers say the team's supposed to play out in the analytics rather than to watch you niggas. And then I seen Jeff T was talking about this shit on his show. He was talking about how he was pissed his first game and niggas was out there smiling, asking niggas what they doing after the game. And I'm like, that's the fucking problem. He had the right mentality when he first came in. You like when we was in small shit and we were playing, we cried, dog. We cried. That's why niggas like college basketball and college sports. You see a motherfucker on the sideline just boom, boom, balled up. You can't console them. But a motherfucking NBA player just smile like, bitch, I just made 2 million this game, dog. What's up? Where the hoes at? Fuck, nigga, fuck you. And I ain't even paid for the game. I would feel even worse if I was a fan. I don't give a fuck if I can afford it or not. Bitch, I can't afford to see you niggas sitting here laughing when I just spent 7 bands to sit on the sideline, bitch. 20 bands to sit on the sideline. And you fuck niggas laughing about where the hoes at. Bitch, the hoes is in your drawer, pussy nigga. You niggas gotta do a rematch right now. Or we finna fucking fight all you niggas, bitch. Malice in the palace, bitch. Anyway, I had some other shit I wanted to talk about, but I got on that bounce shit. I couldn't even fucking figure out what I want to go with. Y'all give me something else to talk about. Oh, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm finna get in this politics shit real quick. I'm not voting no more unless I get to vote for a king. That's my shit. I'm standing on business. I want to vote for a king of America. I don't want to vote for no more politicians. I don't believe in this government. I don't believe in big government, small government. I believe in one motherfucker we can hold accountable. And if that motherfucker don't hold true to his campaign promises, we get to come up on some January Hain, Mike Pence type of energy. That's what the fuck I'm standing on, bitch. If you got a nigga that's gonna run for king of America, that's what the fuck I'm running for. I want a fucking monarchy. I want a bitch that come out and say, I am the complete dictator of this shit and hold me accountable. If I don't hold my campaign promises to be true, you can kill me. That's what the hell leader I need. I don't need a bitch that gonna lie to me. Don't lie to me, bro. I just told you about I don't like to see the NBA niggas shaking hands. I need a bitch that live and die on their policies, bro. Now, if you put a policy forth that we all agreed on, or most of us agreed on, majority rules, and that shit just didn't work out, that mean we all fucked up. We gotta accept that and wear that. You put that shit forth and it didn't work, okay, we all take that on the chin, but let's go back to the drawing board. But if you tell me that 10 things you running on and you don't fucking fulfill 90% of that shit, that mean 9 out of 10, your ass gotta be headed, bitch. We gotta get strict. We gotta go back to old man times in America, dog. And we too soft. America got like the NBA. We done got too soft. We need the whole mother. I'm for real. I'm standing on this shit. I like to make jokes about shit to make it come across as appealing, but I'm not joking. We need a king, dog. We need a fucking king. We need one person. We don't need a whole bunch of motherfuckers pointing fingers at each other. Talk about, oh, it's his fault. It's his fault. And it's all these bitches' fault. It's all you motherfuckers' fault. But we can't hold all y'all accountable because enough of us can't get on the same page. Nigga want to talk about, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican. What the fuck is that? And you know what really pisses me off? Is when I hear these talking points that I've been saying for the last 15, 20, 30 years. And niggas was like, Chris is crazy. That nigga's stupid. He retarded. He crazy. He don't know no better. Now I'm seeing all these political pundits saying the same shit I've been saying. And they're like, oh, wow. It's like, they made jokes about this in TV shows when a person say, let's just say, like, we were trying to figure out a problem and I get a resolution. And then you say, that's not a good idea. And then somebody come in the room and they say the same resolution I said. You said that's an excellent idea. And I'm like, yo, I just said that shit. That's the same damn way I be feeling when I see these political pundits. Fool, I've been saying this shit for the past 30 years. I've been telling you niggas a paragon. Niggas like, what's a paragon? It's when motherfuckers is separate at the bottom and it connects at the top. I've been saying that shit. But nobody want to listen to my black, oh, this nigga don't know what the fuck he talk about. But then let your talking point. That's why I say, bro, we need a king. Because you can't trust these talking heads that be on the radio and on the YouTube on any platform, bitch, with all these followers. Because let me tell you what they do. They hijack the movement. They realize, see, this is the way you suppress a fire these days. You see the fire. You get ahead of the fire by joining the fire. And now all of a sudden you got a motherfucker acting like they acting like they the first one on the bandwagon. So for instance, you'll hear a person calling out Israel. Be careful of these motherfuckers calling out Israel. Because they for Israel. These bitches been for Israel the last 20 years. But now they realize that's not the popular fucking talking point. Now all of a sudden they're against Israel and they're the leaders. You gotta understand why is my shit when I speak against Israel get suppressed. Why when they speak against Israel, the bitch going fucking triple platinum? Like fucking Tupac say quadruple platinum. What the fuck? You get to speak against Israel, but I can't? Because they get ahead of the shit by saying, okay, we're going to put the talking points against us that we want out, that we can control. Any motherfucking rogue motherfucker that been dissing us and been able to... Like I heard, like, you know, shout out to Eddie Griffin. Motherfucker ain't scared of no black man with no gun. You give a black man 20 fucking nuclear weapons. Black men, not men. That's not scary. Now you give these niggas the discernment directly from the Father to be able to stand out and be their own and think autonomously. Oh man, that's what the motherfuckers need to be suppressed. That's what they suppress. Not the nigga with all the guns and all the nigga that got influence. Oh no, he's a talking head. He's just talking our points, rhetoric, or what do you call it, regurgitating shit that he heard from somebody else. He's nothing new under the sun that he's saying. But let this motherfucker who is into what he's saying, he knows what he's talking about. He's read the studies of Ayn Rand. You ever heard of Ayn Rand? Oh shit, let me get deep. Any fucking way. Oh, he's talking about philosophy. He understands what we're doing to the people, the mind control that we're doing. Oh man, fuck that. Suppress that nigga. Suppress that nigga. We don't want to hear what he's saying. That's the weapon. This has always been the weapon. Even when the guns is the weapon, even when the bullets and the missiles and all that shit is the weapon, it still come back to strategy. It's still a thinking man's game. Anybody can it's just like Call of Duty. You could be the greatest that you feel. You could be the easiest shot at Call of Duty, right? Like one thing about my cousin, she was great at Call of Duty. She used to piss me off because her ability to aim, like zoom in and aim and lock in and shoot, I hated that shit. I'm up there trying to get the shit perfect. I'm trying to get the headshot every time. She just trying to get the kill shot, bitch. I just was intrigued with the headshot. I want the headshot. And then it take me forever to get in focus. By the time I get in focus, bitch, I got a headshot. That's how this shit works. It's motherfuckers who are able to get into position and implement their plans of what they want to do first. That takes wit. You can have all the guns in the fucking world and our firepower in the world. If you don't got the plan and the strategy, and see, this is the strategy in America, keep the parties divided with this paradigm that I've been talking about. The rich meet at the top. You two motherfuckers is divided as can be. But you see what happens, the rich gonna meet at the top every time. It's never gonna be this. It's always gonna be this. And you bitches thinking that y'all got so much of a difference. But guess what? The same thing y'all on. Even though y'all so far apart, guess what? The one commonality y'all got. Y'all on the same platform. You at the same level. He's far left, you're far right, but both of you motherfuckers is far poor, far never having shit, far behind of knowing what the fuck is going on behind the scenes. You bitches got way more coming. Y'all ain't never gotta agree on abortion, no abortion, gay marriage, for gay marriage. Y'all gotta agree on that. All you gotta agree that these motherfuckers who meeting right here at the middle, at the top, right where my fingers skin is at, all you gotta do is agree that these bitches don't have your best interest. Oh, don't let that happen. Cause now y'all start to get closer. See, this can't never connect. Oh, that can't never connect. We need this bitch like this. That's how we need it. So, I'm for the part some shit, and I'm gonna rub a few feathers or whatever, rumble a few, whatever, however they say it. I'm gonna pop some shit. My bad, I ain't been in the comments. But niggas been dropping hundreds in the comments, so I don't even care if the lights come with it, because the truth coming with it. And the reality is, dog, we live in a tyrannical government, and that's why I'm ready to vote for a king. I don't give a fuck who come up out this bitch. I don't give a fuck what shit they popping. Bitch, I need you to stand on it. I need you to ask your constituents that put you. See, one thing about this shit is supposed to be for the people and ain't for the people. Everybody act like they so American and so free, but bitches is scared as fuck. They're scared to speak that truth. They're scared to be isolated and targeted by the government, this and that, because they know what kind of foul government they got, even though they play like they don't know. Man, no, this is okay. If it's free elections and free this and free that, bitch, why not get a king? I'm voting for a fucking king. I need a king to come run this bitch and run and get this shit back in order. I need a king to say fuck Congress. I need a American version of Donald Trump. I don't want a Donald Trump. I need an American version of Donald Trump. Donald Trump has been the greatest Israeli asset ever to touch the White House. Now I need a motherfucker that love America just as much as Donald Trump love Israel. That's gonna break all the fucking rules like Trump. See, Trump showed you motherfuckers what our other presidents was hiding. Our other president was like acting like, especially Joe Biden. Joe Biden was a waste of. We can all agree. Can we all agree on one thing? Joe Biden was a waste of all of our lives, no matter how bad Trump does. And Trump is literally the worst fucking president of all time. In the last 10 months, Trump is the worst president of all time. We can all agree on that shit. But one thing we also gotta acknowledge is Joe Biden, that's the waste of everybody's life. That was the worst for fucking no. These is gonna be this has been the worst year. Anybody that's been over 20, how the fuck could you look at this shit and say this ain't been the worst year to be an American? This has been the worst fucking year to be an American. Let's just pretend that Trump ain't betray America and that he ain't pro-Israel and Israel for. Let's just pretend that ain't true, right? This is why it's been the worst year to be an American. Let's just so Biden was already the worst U.S. president. Trump called him the worst U.S. president. Then he come right behind him and he proceeds to fuck shit up even more. That's what I mean by this shit is the worst presidency because, bro, you said you gonna clean up his shit. Like, how do I, imagine this, right? Let's just say I was trying to get you out of something, right? Say I was trying to cheat you out of some money. So let's say, and here goes an algorithm. I'm gonna put you niggas on some probability. Let's talk statistical reasoning. Let's talk about what do they call this shit? When you're looking for a median of a number, right? So if I say 33555577, now you gotta find a median of those numbers. So you're gonna basically add all those numbers up, and then you're going to divide it by the times that I mentioned all those numbers. So if I said 3, then I said 4 5s, and then I said 2 7s, that means you got 6 times that I did these numbers. So you're going to add all these numbers up, and then you're going to divide it by 6. That's how you get the median. Let's talk numbers. Let's talk math, right? Well, damn, talk about math. I almost made me forget my fucking point. I'm getting a little too deep with this shit. But my point that I'm making is... shit. What is my point? I shouldn't have went math. Fuck it. Math do it every goddamn time. I said median. I said Biden was the worst president. Alright, I don't know, but let's just keep it moving anyway. So fucking Biden was this horrible president. Trump supposed to came in and start delivering. Oh, that's what I was gonna make. That's what now I realize my point. So if I had $1 and you got, let's say we got $100 a piece, right? So I say, I give you $1, then you give me $1 back. We do this for 10 times straight. That means I have given you $10 and you've given me $10 back, right? This is an algorithm. We're even right now. We're trading even. I give you $1, you give me $1. I give you $1, you give me $1. We do this 10 times straight. After this happens, I now start giving you this $1 and asking for $2. So I give you $1, you give me $2. I give you $1, you give me $2. The next time around, I give you $3. you give me $1. Now let's do that math real quick. First time I gave you $1, you gave me two. I got two, you got one. Then we did it again. You got two, I got four. Then turn around, I give you three, you give me one. I got five, you got five. You see how we even? What if instead of give you that three, I give you two? Now you're $1 behind. I got six, you got four. So now we're trading at a discrepancy, right? I'm finna fuck a couple people head up with this shit. We're at a discrepancy. But I done swindled you because we started off trading even. And then when I hit you up with these $3, you thinking that you're really getting some comeback. That's where we at in government. He could have came and swindled at least and said, hey man, I'm gonna deliver on 3 of my campaign promises out the gate. You know, he came in writing what? A record of what do they call it? Not president, executive orders. He could have came in and dropped a couple of this shit and then said, okay, Israel, listen, I can't be obvious with this shit. I had 20 campaign promises. I got to deliver on 3 without any kind of Israeli ties. Then he'll fuck around and do an Israeli tie and drop that shit in. And then he'll come back with 3 more. Then come drop that shit in with Israeli ties. Now he at 6-2. 6 things he did on the campaign promises and 2 things for the Israelis. 6-2. Now all of a sudden he just come consecutive 4 times straight and do for Israel. Let's just say for right now. Niggas wouldn't be able to complain as much because motherfuckers would be like, well shit, he delivered on. You know his diehards gonna fight for him. Man, this is what he was able to deliver on. This is what he was able to do. That's how he could have played it. What he instead chose to do was, I ain't doing shit. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for Israel. And now niggas is like, wait a minute, bro. Come on, bro. We been swindled. Dog, you not even hiding it. You like, nigga, it's up, bitch. I'm out of here. I'm going to hell. I ain't going to heaven. I'm going to hell. You embracing that shit. That's what even hurt even more. Like, I think, like, some of MAGA or some of the people that voted for Trump, whatever you want to call it, some people would feel better if they was like, they felt like, okay, he acknowledged you going to hell. Look at this shit right here. This shit always pisses me off. I don't even want to talk about this shit. Live PD just came on. I guess I'll speak on it. One thing I never, and it's in Florida, would be in Florida, it's in what part? Pasco County. Oh, they finna do you something, bitch. Fucking a guy with a machete. You got a gun. Fool, you gotta maybe they wouldn't like me if I was a cop. Because if I was a cop, I'm always taking the non-lethal choice. It's like maybe I'm just too much of a street nigga to be scared of stupid shit or do stupid shit like just take a bitch life on some sucker shit. The man is across. I don't want to get no copyright infringement, so I can't show what I'm looking at. But there's a pun, and he got a machete. He ain't got no gun. There's a pun separating 2 cops looking at a suspect who has a knife. He got a knife in his left hand, and he got a machete in his right, and the whole pun. The officer got a K9. It's a black lady, female cop, and it's a white deputy. Motherfucker, you got so many resources that you can use. Tasers have maximum range of 15 feet. That's what it just said on the screen. So clearly there's more than 15 feet between them. But I don't, unless you some kind of fucking knife thrower that work at the circus or some shit, I don't give a fuck if you got a knife. Your machete and your knife don't mean shit to me. I got a taser. I'm finna tase the living shit out of you. Like, you know what? Maybe I need to stop being scared of this shit. I was always scared to be a cop because of the stigma. Like, a couple things. Let's talk about it real quick. My favorite movie, now he's running for them. Let me see how this shit works real quick. He's running for them. I just want him to be able to keep his life and be able to fucking goddamn go to jail. Like, the motherfuckers be coming out here to just take a bitch life or some shit. But then when the motherfucker get their life took, bitches say, all hands on deck, officer down. Oh, no shit, bitch. Y'all kill us every fuck day. When the motherfuckers sit here and look at bitches get killed, motherfuckers say, fuck this shit. I might as well whack your stupid ass. You gonna whack me? Bitch, what you mean, bitch? And then another thing, get these out of shape officers, dog. Like I'm like Pete Hegseth when he talked about the army. Bitch, your ass gotta get in shape. A lot of these look at the fat boy. He running from the That's what I'm talking about. See, look, if he was black, you would be dead. That's how you take a bitch down. He went to running and he fell on his shit. And then the police jumped right on his shit. They let the dog look, and then they doing on justice. They don't even let the dog bite him. Oh, a nigga. Even the dog smart enough to run away because it sits at him on his big ass. It's like at some point, when do officers gotta go and get in the goddamn gym? You gotta get your pussy ass in the gym. What are we paying you for, bro? Like your job is look. He punching the crack in his ribs. I wish I could show you two. Y'all need to change our policy so I can show some shit. I want to show you. Now they call it, I forgot what they call it, like a suppression hit. He won't comply, so you gotta like punch him in the ribs or some shit to make him put his hand behind his back. Look, ban idiots, not guns. That's what his shirt say. Ban idiots, not guns. Bless his heart. This is the point that I'm making, dog. There are ways that officers could do their job without lethal force, dog. Look at this fat ass cop. That shit always is grotesque to me, dog. Like, how you get your job, bro? You can't jump no fence. We expect you to be shooting at motherfuckers because you can't jump no fence. You can't chase nobody. This shit is an athletic job. I can't go to the fucking NBA and be a 300-pound ass nigga. I gotta get in shape and run up and down the court. I could have sworn when I was coming up, officers had gyms at the fucking the department. Don't they got gyms? Any cops in here? I'm pretty sure it is. Let us know. Don't y'all got gyms? Don't y'all got like little workout regimens and shit? Ain't you supposed to go through training? Ain't training? You can't tell me training is just by the book. The training got to be physical, like PT, physical training, like something like the army or some shit. Being a cop should be like joining the army or some the armed forces. You should have to get through a physical regimen, and then that same physical regimen, you should be required to take that test every fucking year. You want to make this good, easy money, because most of the time, people don't never tell you how cops got it easy. They'll say, cops got a hard job. Most of the time, they bitches sitting double park, fucking going to sleep. Getting their dicks. Don't even get me to tell you about the other stories. But let's just talk about the regular shit that we get to see. You park this way, I'm parked this way. I got your 6, you got my 6. And bitch, we focus on this shit. We chilling. We in the AC and in the wind. That's most of the job. It gets dangerous, but it's not every day. So are we asking, bro, the police are here to protect us. Come on. You're right. You're absolutely right. They're here to protect us. Can you give me your address so I can send them to your house so they can protect you 24/7? And anything they witness, then that's on you, fam. What if we just all thought that? Imagine that. Come on, nah, don't change it up, bro. Shoot your address out and ask for law enforcement to stay there 24/7. Right, that's my point. So what I'm simply saying is, bro, you gotta understand, fool. I speak on both sides of the spectrum. Like I'm gonna tell you, this is the point I didn't get to speak earlier. When I was a jit, there was a movie called Cop and a Half. I never forget it, with Burt Reynolds. Look it up. I know y'all some jits in here, so I'm gonna take you back in time. A movie called Cop and a Half. Little black boy witnessed a shooting, a killing, or whatever. Burt Reynolds is there to protect them. It's sort of like Kindergarten Cop with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Two good movies that came out around the same time when I was a kid. Very impressionable on me. Had me wanting to be a fucking cop. I thought I was the little black boy in the movie. Bitch, I wanted to be a fucking, you know how they had played cops and robbers? Bitch, I wanted to be the cop every fucking time. I ain't want to be the robber, bitch. I want to chase your ass and shoot your ass. I don't want to be the nigga running. Are you kidding me? Fucking, that's what I wanted to be when we were coming up. Then I was 12 or 13. I think I was 12. I was definitely 12. My mom was one of the first to get us an ID. Because, like, my mom was always ahead of the curve as a black parent and as a parent. Because, like, way back before we had IDs, you know what they used to have? We would find that invasive now to have. We had little thumbprints that we used to carry. They gave us that an option in elementary school where it's a fingerprint. We had our literal fingerprint that was like an ID. That's some old school shit, early 90s type shit. This is the point I'm making. So I had wanted to be a cop. I live in the ghetto coming up. I go to the corner store trying to be grown because my mama wasn't home that night. She was at her boyfriend's house. I'm home alone. I said, all right, fuck it, bitch. I'm finna go try to find me. I was horny as fuck. I was just getting to that stage where, bitch, I'm feeling myself. I know my dick get hard. I'm trying to find me a bitch. 12 years old, I know that's wild or not, but, bitch, I grew up kind of fast. This is my point. Go to the corner store. Police jump. We used to call them jump out boys. They jump out on your ass with no fucking warrant. So like some New York City shit. They got on gloves protecting their hands. And the police jumped out on me. He went to patting me fucking. I'm 12 years. I'm literally like a deer in the head like this. Like, oh shit, I ain't even supposed to be outside. Bitch, it's like 11:30 at night. My mama don't even know I'm outside. She think I'm sleeping home. You feel me? I could probably get her in trouble because I'm just like 12 years old, even though I think that's a good appropriate age. But I'm just wilding out. And man, come on, dog. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, bro. I know you ain't even like this chat yet. So what we're gonna do for you, we're gonna make sure you're comfortable. Let's get you very comfortable real quick. Let's put you in timeout for 24 hours where you could just observe and shut the fuck up and learn something. Okay, now let's keep it going. So, damn, police jump out. He gonna pat my pockets. 12 years old, like, and I get heated thinking about if I had a 12-year-old son, what I would do to any cop, black, white, whoever. I don't give a fuck what your status is of law enforcement. Your head is mine. Your fucking head is mine. Fuck your life. You just disrespected my child. At some point in this shit, we gotta understand that you're a human. I'm a human. You give a fuck about your title. Your title is just a title given to you by another man. What happened when you fucking get fired? When you break policy? See that's that's so funny. You know what most cops lose their job behind? It ain't shooting civilians. It's about stealing time. That's when you start to come back to, oh shit, this is a job. You see a cop, oh, they don't play about that shit. Departments don't play about that. Stealing time? Oh, you said you stole 300 hours from us? Oh, you get fired. Oh, you shot that motherfucker 20 times? We got you back. So that I don't buy that shit. You're a human like I'm a human. You're a man like I'm a man. I'ma respect the fact that you got this authority, so-called authority, granted to you by other men, but the minute you take advantage of that authority, the minute you exploit that authority, like I seen a cop, bro, I got so many videos, but I seen a cop, he was texting a 12-year-old, and the dad approached him like, I got videos of you texting my daughter. And all I could think was, why are you approaching him talking about you got text messages of him texting you? Why don't you just approach him and shoot him in his face? Give a fuck about what your title is, fam. I don't give a fuck about your law enforcement brothers coming for me, bitch. If they coming for me, I'm coming for them first. You tested my daughter, fam. At what point me as a man mattered more than any of this shit? Come on. At what point does you disrespecting me fucking all your fuck, like, the funny thing about this American experiment and this human experiment is all predicated off of, like, the same thing with the dollar. The dollar is predicated off motherfuckers believe it's valuable. That's why the fuck it works. Motherfucker believe it's valuable. If you tried to go to the store and buy something, the bitch say, don't hand me that paper, give me some gold. Now what you gonna do? Yeah, that's paper. I don't believe in paper. Give me some fucking gold. I believe the dollar gonna tank tomorrow. Give me some gold. Now your dollar ain't shit. It's all predicated off the belief in the shit. That's how the law enforcement works. Belief in the system that everybody is held accountable and that you are the moral authority given by the powers vested in you upon legislators and behind politicians and shit that's all corrupted. But the minute that you have let your moral guard as a man down, that vest can't protect you. That shield can't protect you. Because now you just a fucking scumbag violating, exploiting the system. And that shit, that what protected you was the respect. I think what officers get twisted is what protects them is the respect. Motherfuckers love to act like, oh, they got the dangerous job in the world. Bullshit. You ever worked under a fucking what do you call that shit? In Florida they got limestone. You ever worked 20 feet down below limestone? Nigga, that's dangerous. That shit could cave in on you. You ever worked in the mine? That could cave in on the most dangerous job. You ever worked on the oil rig? Fuck, nigga, you talk about they got the most dangerous? Bitch, please, I can name 20 more jobs more dangerous than being a cop with a higher fatality rate. You got the gun most of the time. And if I do got a gun, guess what you got every time? Body armor. I just seen a little white boy get arrested in Port St. Lucie for having body armor on. They like, he look suspicious. Oh, you don't look suspicious walking around with that big ass vest under your shirt? Fuck, you got a vest on. Well, it's for my protection. Okay, bitch, I got one on for my protection. Fuck you talking about? So you armed and dangerous. That's what we call armed and dangerous. You're armed. You know how to use your weapon. You get to train every fucking week, every fucking month in shooting versus the average person. And you got a vest on. You armed and dangerous. How the fuck are you scared? I'm scared. Fuck you talking about? Let's talk about this shit. So, anyway, listen. I know the trolls is in this bitch. I'm not even into entertaining you trolls, because guess what? If a vest was only supposed to be worn by a cop, why the fuck do they make them for the general public? Why is it accessible by the general public? It should be only for cops, right? And if the cops the only one is needed, then that means we the general public are hostile. Why we are even allowed to have guns if these motherfuckers get to wear vests and we can't have them? That means we're not to be trusted. There's a tyrannical government, you jackass. So, matter of fact, I ain't gonna even stunt. I normally welcome the trolls, but I'm kind of sensitive tonight. So I don't mind hold on. I don't mind opposing comment, but when you just talk contrarian and irrational without any kind of logic to back your point or rebuttal me, you will get timed out for 24 hours. Because I don't deal with unsensible people. I deal with a person that says, well, have you looked at it from this aspect? And then they come at a point where it's a compromise, where they say, okay, because if you're here to tell me and try to get me or anybody, influence anybody listening to me, that you can have more firepower than I can, you can have the complete dominance over me, and that when you're pissed and you're having a bad day, kill me. If you want my audience to accept that, I'm gonna time you out, because you're in the wrong place, brother. You gotta put your propaganda keep it at the department. And back to what I was saying, and not to mention, I come from a real era where I done seen too many raw ass cops. When I say raw, I'm talking about real fucking cops that'll really shake that shit with you. Whatever you want to do. Oh, nigga, you want to fight? Let's fight. You talking about take this badge off and make a nigga change their whole mind. Okay, then take me to jail. Nah, nigga, you say you want to fight? Let's fight. That training day shit, you think it's a movie? No, that shit used to happen. Niggas that really knew how to fight. What you want to do? Matter of fact, I tell you what, you beat me, you can go. You fuck the charge. I'll play like I don't even know what happened. Them officers don't exist no more. Only the donut boys who fucking out of shape came to shoot shit up exist. It's like the YNs is the cops. They just know how to shoot. They don't know how to jump a fence. They don't know how to run the whole mile, half mile, whole mile. It's shoot. Fuck it. He reached for a gun. We can't respect that shit. Nobody, cops, the old school cops don't respect that shit. They like, wait a minute. If I would have knew, I could have did all that. I'm out here fighting niggas and chasing niggas and jumping fences, jumping off rules and following these niggas. These niggas jumping off highways and shit, overpass. I'm jumping behind these niggas. Them super cops. The real, like, nigga respect that. Nigga don't respect, like, no clown that's scared. Like, if you scared, you shouldn't be a cop. And let's bring another aspect of law enforcement up. They got this thing. My county is the first one in the country to do this shit, and I hope the rest of the world can follow suit. my county put a department inside of the police station that does when a person having a medical breakdown, mental relapse or some shit like that, they have a real social worker who is trained in psychology come out. Not no motherfucker that don't got no degree in psychology, don't know nothing about this shit. He just know how to shoot. They have a motherfucker, and if this beyond their control, what they can do, then they call the cops. You see how they, before they escalate it to the maximum shit? Because I get so tired of seeing shit where a person is suicidal, so the cops say, okay, let's come out and kill him. If that's the resolution, just let the motherfucker kill himself. Fuck it. They don't need your help. What, you want to brag on catching a free body? It's like a bitch is dying of an overdose, and then I get there as a paramedic and I just come choking the fucking death. The fuck? I could just let them die. I could watch them. So that's what I'm saying. Like, making law enforcement make sense. That's why when they were talking about defunding the police back in the day, let me stay on. We're not even gonna go down this police shit. I'm only saying that because I'm watching this little PD shit, and I seen them draw the guns on this guy who had a machete, and I'm like, yo, that's not necessary. Like, lethal force is hardly ever necessary, and when it is, you will fucking know. So I say that to say, we done got so comfortable with watching people get whacked and being under tyranny that we cheer on tyrannical activities until it's our faults, and then we all of a sudden want to bicker about it and say, oh, this is a problem. I watched a cop be a cop, and then his son got killed by the cops, and then all of a sudden he want to start trying to, hey, well, I think we need to have a reform. No, bitch, wasn't you a cop for 20 years whooping niggas' ass? Now that your son done got killed by the police, all of a sudden your opinion changed? And there's human polices, and that's one thing a person will be able to realize. Anybody that go back and look at this chat, they'll say, okay, he popped this shit, but I also gave my flowers. Like, shout out to the real cops that are real men that look to de-escalate rather than to just come whack a bitch. Because if you come to whack a bitch, do it from a fair playing field. Same thing I say to hunters. You gotta sit up in a hunting box under camouflage, stalking the fucking animal, fucking getting all kind of instruments to emulate how another animal sound. You ain't got the patience to stand it. I really feel, especially with boar hunting, cause like I'm big into that shit. Okay, boar hunting is fun. Not just come with a knife. Oh no, I need a gun. I need a gun. No, stab that bitch. Hand-to-hand combat. Really, hand-to-hand combat could be you fighting this bitch, but he's born with some fucking tusk and shit. So, okay, cool. But what about a knife? Wouldn't it make it more funner where he got the chance to fuck you up? That's ain't I thought hunting was about adrenaline. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought that shit was adrenaline. Don't you want your blood rushing that you could possibly? I thought that we supposed to be at an equal playing field. I ain't know that I'm supposed to be at a disadvantage and you supposed to still come and act like no, fuck nah. And then all the time we call first responders, and I'm not even talking about cops. I'm talking about so-called first responders. It be us humans that I love for each other. You see a bitch get in a bad accident, what you do? You pull your car to the side and you jump out and render help. But when the fucking first the medical people get there and the news get there, they say, oh, look at the first responders. Bitch, the first responders is oftentimes the 8th responder, the 10th responder. How the fuck is you the first responder and we had 7 other civilians out here just doing what they right to mankind? But let's call them. I ain't heard the word first responder before 9/11. It wasn't even no such thing as a first responder. And all of a sudden we got first responders. What the fuck? Like, we gotta get back. Anyway, let me read some of these comments. You talking crazy shit, your ass finna get banned because I'm on a very sensitive subject tonight. And I don't want to go with the troll shit. Let's see. Peace and blessings. Hope everyone heal from things they don't talk about. Most deaf. Most deaf. What's up? Nice do-rag. This is called the wave cap, but whatever. Did you know that NATO is love? I don't even think you understand the element of NATO, but whatever. Once again, fella, this is not a do-rag. This is a wave cap. Bless you. I know this is a cultural shock to you, but we call this in America a wave cap. That means you're testing me from a pineapple under the sea. Come from out of that pineapple, quit Squidward's business, and swim to the land, and you can learn what a wave cap is. This is a wave count, a stocking count, some people would even call it, but not a do-rag. You are so mistaken. You got to get your American culture up. uh, um, what shall we do about the Jews? Interesting question. Uh, well, let's put it like this: the Jews are not the Jews. Let's start with that. The Jews are not the Jews. The Jews look like this guy behind me. Let's go on the history lesson real quick, just very briefly, real quick. I'll show you what Jewish people look like. Hold on, give me a sec. Show you what some Jewish people look like. That's what Jewish people look like, bro. See that? Let me show you what more Jewish people look like. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. This is what Jewish people look like, bro. So I'm gonna answer your question about what we should do with the Jews, but I just gotta show you what Jewish people look like. You feel me? Show you what Jewish people look like, brother. That's what Jewish people look like. Catching that? You screenshotting that? Hold on, let me show you what some more Jewish people look like. 1 second, fam. Show you royalty real quick. That's what Jewish people look like. See that, fam? That's what Jewish people look like. Royalty. Real royalty. The Moors. That's what Jewish people look like, brother. Let me go back in my little cave. So, what shall we do with the Jews? Well, I suppose when you mention what shall we do with the Jews, I suppose you're talking about Israelis. We should knock that shit off the whole fucking planet. Yeah, y'all can, that nine could dissipate. I thought that would dissipate when I said that. We should knock that shit off the entire planet. Anybody that's around in that region, they just gotta fucking go. We just gotta knock that shit off the whole. If it's 15 million motherfuckers there, let's just knock it off the fucking planet. Let's forget about that shit like a bad dream. Let's all be in cahoots. Let China, Russia, Asia, the whole Asia, whole Russia, whole America, North America, South America, Europe. Let's just knock that shit off the planet and play like that shit never existed. That's if you're talking about the Israelis. And then, after that, we should celebrate the Jews. The real Jews. Not the Russians, the former Russians. Not all the motherfuckers that moved into Germany after Hitler was taken out. See, they never talk about that shit. The Jews took out Hitler. Motherfuckers act like it was a Jewish persecution. The Jews took out Hitler. Fuck you talking about? They moved in and took over all this shit. Why you think they talk about Netanyahu hanging out in Germany right now? You think he just... Why would he hang out in Germany? That should be the last place. But they took out Hitler. So let's celebrate the real... That's first of all... But see, let me tell you why we can't do nothing about Jews. See, I just thought about this shit. I almost regret showing you all this shit. You know why we can't celebrate the real Jews? That would ask for white Americans who run the world, right? Obviously, white Americans don't run the world. Their leaders run the world. Or their leaders front like they run the world. That would ask for them to acknowledge black people as the first to be here on earth and acknowledge us as descendants of God. That ain't going to work for the psyche of those folks. White men has never done well with the perception that God and Jesus and all this is black. They never did well with that shit. And this, when I say white men, I'm talking about Spain. Because when you look at all the Hispanic places, Mexico, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Costa Rica, whatever you could think of, Chile, Argentina, all these fucking Hispanic places, they got that little Spanish looking Jesus. When he just been that same color the whole damn time. He done had hair wool the whole damn time. He done had bronze skin the whole damn time. But no, fuck that. We gotta put our spin on it. Then the white man say, well, fuck it. We gotta give him blonde hair and blue eyes, make him look like a beach boy. Nobody is comfortable other than a few black, not even black people, are comfortable with black Jesus. It's almost like a taboo. So when you ask, what are we going to do with the Jews? We're going to continue to ignore them, pretend they don't exist, and pretend that the Israelis are the true Jews. And we're going to continue to celebrate and worship them and wait for them to wreck this world. That's what we're going to do. Now, what we should do, I've already told you what we should do. But what we're going to do is continue to vote for politicians that accept their money and betray their country, no matter if it's America or not. That's what we're going to do. Did God mandate us to do that? Nope. But if you know anything like I know about God, he give us freedom of choice, freedom to destroy ourselves. So since he give us freedom to destroy ourselves, freedom to accept these motherfuckers as the rulers of earth and let them dominate us until they kill us all. And then we will blame, I don't know. I just hope that we don't blame black people because God been watching this whole time. Anyway, that's what we're going to do with the Jews, bro. We're going to be subordinate and we're going to be respectful and we're going to teach their history and we're going to talk about Anne Frank for another 1,000 years and we're going to talk about Hitler killed a couple hundred Jews when they really killed him and took over Germany and the rest of the goddamn world and started that war in itself. And all Hitler was doing was trying to defend his country against an unstoppable force that he could not stop. He was able to prolong it, but he couldn't stop it. So, that's history, bro. The winners of history don't want to tell history, bro. You know that. Anyway, United States of Israel, most definitely. White both sides, cause we gotta be equal. I ain't mad at you, fool. Look at this nigga came back in here. But you know you gotta get banned, right? Jit. Now, I ain't gonna ban you down. I banned you 2 days in a row. Fools say Jewish is a religion, not a race. If I was to tell you that Buddhism is a religion, not a race, that would be very accurate. Now, if you was to look up the predominant people who are Buddhists, where would they be located? Not to a region. They would be located in a certain region. Religion starts in regions. Religion starts where the story began. Christianity, it's fair to say that Christianity start where the story began. Islam start where the story began. Buddhism start and Hinduism, all this shit has a setting. If I tell you a ghetto story and it takes place in the hood in America, and if I tell you a story that takes place like Joe Dirt, anybody ever seen Joe Dirt? Takes place in a trailer park. So am I to say that, oh shit, fucking goddamn, that story is about black people? No. Who mostly dominates black in trailer parks. So when we talk about a religion, we talking about a region, a setting. So you could tell me that, oh, Jewish is not a race. And I agree. You're absolutely right. But if I tell you the original Jews, because like you said, it's a religion, that means I could be Hindu tomorrow. And then next week, I could be Jewish. There's no time limit on how long I can be a religion, right? I can switch up every fucking day if I want to. I ain't never seen a rule that said you can only be a religion one time in your life. You got the right to go from religion to religion and change. So when you say it's a religion, not a race, understood. But when I tell you the race that started it and set the foundation and the premise of it, and you try to deny me that and say, oh, well, it's just a religion, not a race, that's you being condescending, not trying to accept the truth. You're actually fulfilling the prophecy which I just spoke. White man would do anything to get out of the understanding that this shit is black. It just I don't know what it is with y'all. Like I don't know what it is. Let me tell you something. Two things that confuse me: white people and old black people. I never understood the grandmas. Like my auntie, she was an auntie, but she was old enough to be my grandma, born in the 40s. The lady kept a big white Jesus with the two fingers, peace sign, and with the blue eyes. As soon as you walk in her crib, it's right there. Next to that is a switch that she gonna whoop your ass with if you get out of line, hanging right on the wall, and the fly swatter. Very country. This fucking woman, that shit used to egg me. She know I was gonna be something special. Cause I've been questioning shit for forever. Like that white Jesus used to annoy the fuck out of me. I swear to God. And she'll pop you. All she wants you to do is learn about God. Okay, I'm gonna learn about him, no problem, auntie. But goddamn, may I have a couple questions? I got some questions. Questions that you can't answer or your pastor can't answer without me dropping some money in the plate. And even then, he's not gonna give me the answer that I'm seeking. So back to what I'm simply saying is black people like that, and I love my auntie to death, man. One day, hopefully, I get to see her in heaven or wherever. But black people like that used to irk me. And the other kind of people that irk me is the white people that just can't accept the black Jesus. And I look at, and the reason that irked me with the white people is because I look at people like my auntie, like, it's been so many black people, like, more black people like her than any, that accept white Jesus. But if you try to find a demographic of white people that accept, oh my God, nigga, that's like looking for a needle in a haystack. They'll give you everything under the sun. The text, the scriptural text in every Bible, no matter what language you read it, tells you the simplicity of what his identity was. Yet they'll tell you everything under the sun. Oh, well, how do we know? How do we know? Same reason you believe in him. You walk by faith, not by sight. But it did tell you what the sight of him looked like. So why don't you walk on faith that is him? Because let me tell you what it will ultimately do. It will make you treat black people better. It will make you say, well, damn, my God is black. Oh, shit, I don't want to hurt his children. The same way these motherfuckers is willing to ride and die for Israel and all this shit, thinking these motherfuckers is the children of God. You motherfuckers will treat black people the same way. And can you imagine black people getting that kind of treatment? Bitch, we would have been had our reparations had y'all really knew we was the child. Y'all know we the children of God. The rich people know. But y'all just play ignorant. Y'all play like, well, it's like motherfuckers when they cross the street. You ever seen a person cross the street and they try not to look at the cars that's coming? They know the cars is coming. But I guess in their mindset, if I don't look at the cars, they'll stop. That's like it's the weirdest fucking phenomenon that humans do. They cross the street and they don't want to look at the cars. Because looking at them almost acknowledges that you don't give a fuck. But if you don't look at them, you can play ignorant. Hey, I didn't see you. Please stop. That's the same shit, same religion, same thing with religion. If I just play like I didn't see, and it tells you what, it gives you an answer for that in the Bible. You're going to see God and he going to say, for you never knew me, so I never knew you. I gave you the text, but your pussy act like you didn't know. Come on now. Let's talk about it. Anyway, let me read some of these texts anyway. Okay, bro, you just got yourself. See, I'm going to let you ride out this today because I had banned you 2 days in a row. But now you got to go back in timeout. Sorry about that. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me put legit in timeout. Okay, he's okay now. He's in a place where he wants to be. Right? All right, let's see. What's good, brother, man? I'm blessed, man. God is great, dog. I can't complain about that. Let's see. What is going on, man? We just talking about a little bit of this, that, and this. Not too much of nothing. Yo, brother. Bless, man. Bless. Yeah, so ultimately though, that's what I'm talking about. White people could never accept in a majority that God is black. And that's what the problem is with when you look at this Israel shit. The white people are saying they're the last hope they're the last lie. Because if not the Israelis, who's supposed to be the true Jews, then who? Then you gotta go look them up. Then you gotta go to Africa and watch all these motherfuckers with the same shit on their head. Then you gotta go look at the oldest Christian Orthodox church in America. I mean, not America, in the history of the world, which is in Ethiopia. The first church, the literal first Christian church, which is in Ethiopia. You can see all these paintings in these rich people houses. But see, what most people, black and white, don't have preview is to go in millionaires' houses. See how that works? Hidden history. So it's like, they know. Then why you think they got a Library of Congress? Library of Congress put shit up for the history of the world. Right now, if America was to be attacked, they got shit that they're gonna put up that they could try to restore after everything has already been fucked up. I think that the humanity in all men, including white men, is the desire to preserve shit. So even though they'll hide the truth, they're not gonna destroy it. They just hide it. If I destroy it, then bitch, I just lost this great artifact of the history of the world. So I just hide it. But I'm not gonna destroy the shit. Same thing, bitch. Like, motherfucker, it's this hidden knowledge. And so when I used to go inside these rich white people houses and I see all this black knowledge and information, I say, damn. That's the first thing that started leading me to realize I've been fucking bamboozled. Why all these white people got all these black people painted in their house? I ain't talking about just slaves working no field. I'm talking about historical figures. I seen in this lady house the original Virgin Mary. I'll never forget that shit. I ain't been able to pull that image up online, or otherwise I would have showed you when I was showing them pictures. The original Virgin Mary with this nappy ass fucking hair and this fat ass nose like me. Rich as fuck. With all this fucking, it's like, I think almost in a way, this is why people love art, but this is why I think wealthy people keep this information. It's one thing to be rich in wealth and finance, but it's another thing to be rich in information. And the thing that most people teach other people of wealth, this is part of my fault because I didn't grow up of wealth, is you're supposed to keep that information. I'm like giving so much information that I shouldn't be sharing because that's my wealth. And I'm actually giving my wealth away for nothing without even like monetizing it. And this is what the rich people like to keep to themselves. Took them a long time to learn this shit. And I be thinking I'm just dropping a jewel on y'all. I'm being impressive. Let me tell these motherfuckers some heavy shit. I'm just wasting fucking knowledge. When I could keep it to myself and just die wealthy and right up here. And share it with my child, and my child can have the advantage over your child. Because you won't be able to tell your child what I just informed you of. That's how fucking knowledge works amongst rich folks. My child know more shit than your child, and my child gonna dominate your child. That's how this shit, that's how the wealth stays in accordance. Like, if I'm a rich person and I work to have my family wealthy, the only way they can keep this wealth is to stay a level over your children. My children have to dominate your children. That's how this thing works. So, if my child can't dominate your child, fucking then it's all for naught. If your child is not willing to be susceptible or subordinate to my child and accept my child as the superior being, it's all for naught. Man, let's talk about it, dog. Anyway, can I get a serious comment? Because it's still kind of early. I think I'm going to have me. Matter of fact, I am finna go to sleep early tonight. That's why I dropped this shit. I would like myself to do a late night screen, because them late night screen be showing me real law. But this 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock screen, we still got kids that ain't went to bed yet. And I don't want to play with you little niggas. I ain't your daddy. I ain't your stepdaddy. If you want me to be your stepdaddy, find my email, send me a picture of your mammy, and we can discuss this at another time about me being stepdad. But if we not under that stipulation, I don't want to deal with you little niggas. So with that said, I'm out. I'm sleepy. Finna get me some rest and get into this rat race. Love, I appreciate y'all giving me y'all time. I am out.